Right. Good evening, everyone. So the decision's been made, and I thought, well, instead of going on Facebook and writing 1,000 words, I thought I'd just come out for a little walk. And I thought, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to walk the site, and let's put this into some sort of perspective. What's going to happen with this plan that the council have then approved today, rubber stamped. I'm just going to turn my camera around. So these are the gates off Turners Road. So what you see here now will not exist. This will be one of the major road entrances onto the proposed new development. So this will be the west to east link road across the development. So this will be gone. So from one end of the plans, this small field here will be gone. Obviously this route here will be gone, because there'll be a road virtually, if you can imagine this being the new road to a degree, that's what it's going to look like, but obviously the width of a road. So that field there will be gone. Come on in. So like I say, that section of field will go to development. So this complete field that backs onto the back, that's Scrag Street there. So all of this over the brow there, when it drops down on the horizon, all that's going to be gone. So looking at it from a slightly different angle, so them are all the houses and bungalows that go along Turners Road. So this section of field here, that will be gone. If we cross over to the other side of the cycle route and bridle path, again, this whole field will be gone. That other field, the other side of that fence, that was the one that I showed earlier, looking up, that's the back of Scrag Street there. So that's the continuation. That will be gone. So let's just continue making our way around. Yeah, so looking back towards Turners Road, the main gates that are on the opening shot of this video, what you've got to imagine is through that entrance there will be a 7.5 metre wide road. Yeah, it will be a major road because it's going to be a buzz route. So it's got to be big enough for buzzes go down. So like I say, there's literally going to be a 7.5 metre road running all the way up here. So this top field here, that's on the by the side of the community centre and the back of I can't think of the place, the street where the community centre is. It's gone. I can't think of it at the moment. So this field will be gone. Yeah, so I'll carry on. That's the back of the community centre that you can see there, and the side of the community centre. So again, all this field here will be gone. So that's the back of the primary Packmoor School, as you can see. So again, all this field here will be gone, which I'll show you where the line is, but as it rolls down there, there is like an edge of trees that you can see just there. So all across, all the way over to there, all this field will be gone for housing. So we're just walking down now by the back of the school. So again, if we just look, we're still on the same field by the school, but literally that's the top bridle path there. So again, all this field, and it's all the way down excuse me, obviously there's a pond here, it's down to that tree line there. There's a path that runs across, so it's down to that tree line, across that field. Obviously you can see the bulls there, and across into that other field. All right, and then there's a slight change, and I'll explain that in a minute, but let's carry on walking. So this is the back of the school here. So east is over there, east is over there, west is over there. So that's Woodruff Close. So this particular field is also going. I believe the plan is potentially they'll make the sports field of the existing school into some form of car park or extra classrooms, and they'll move the sport field and other facilities to do with the school on this section, on this plot. So I believe there may also be, I think, something to do with like older people on here as well. So that plot will be gone. So this is the lower section of Woodruff, and obviously Handley Street is there, and Jasmine is sort of behind them houses. So this plot of land here again will be going. Now looking across this major field, so basically it will go all the way down to that tree line, across that tree line, and then if you follow it back along where you've got all the hay bales in the distance there, and that little shed and that, there's a tree line. That is where it will end. So if you can imagine, all the way up and around and back this way, that big plot there is all going. So obviously as we approach Kids Grove Athletic, all that area with pitches is saved for now. And I will say for now, because the decision is, if the council could afford it, make no mistake, if the council could have afforded it, yeah, and they had the money to relocate Kids Grove Athletic to Golden Hill Golf Course, they would have done it. But they ain't got the money for it. It's that simple. And obviously they can't force Kids Grove Athletic off the land, but because they can't come up with an alternative, and parts of Sportfield UK or whatever it's called, England football something UK, if they take you off a football pitch, they've got to put you on something either equal or better than the one you come off. So there's nothing else available within the boundaries of this existing club other than Golden Hill Golf Course, as I've said. So it is safe for now, but that doesn't mean in the future, and that's really, really important. So what we just saw of them pitches there, make no mistake, if the funding becomes available or somebody's willing to invest in it, this will be gone as well. That's for certain. So from this view now, this field here is the top half of what they refer to as the ridge and furrows. So that is protected. So they will not be touching this section here. But if you just see right in the distance there, there's a tree line. It's only up to that tree line. It's only this section of the top bit. Now the lower section is this bit here. Yeah, this again is also comes under the ridge and furrow protection. So again, it's a percentage of this field. Now it does bleed. It isn't all of that field. It's like a slither that goes along here. So most of this will be protected, but not all of it. Yeah, you can actually see it. You can see the unevenness in the ground there. Can you see it? You probably can't pick it up. That's probably where they've cut the straw. But you can actually see the ridge and furrows over there. It's like a slither of land that goes that way down to the next tree line. So that's protected. Okay, this bit here where it's been freshly cut isn't. It isn't all of it. And now where that major tree line runs there, I think it's actually, it might be up to that tree line. So it is that pitch there, I think, is part of the ridge and furrow. So that should be safe, but only up to that dividing line running horizontal there. So this is the lower field down at the back of Brindley Ford. So again, this field will be going where the stables are. And again, if you cross over the bridle path, now if you see that fence that runs all the way down there, that's the railway line, the Chatley Valley Railway line that runs obviously parallel to the 527 road. So that tree line is the border. So up to that tree line, all this field all the way down again is gone all around here, because the border for the ridge and furrows is just there. So all this will be gone as well. While we're talking of this lower section here, when we came down and we did some tree surveying around here, some of these old oak trees here, some of them, they're 200 years old. 200 year old trees. Yeah. I know Steve has done a cracking job. He's tried put tree preservation orders on on all these trees here. Whether we get it, we don't know. But these are, I mean, heritage trees, hundreds of years. Nearly all of them are over 80 years old, but the majority of them range between 100, 150, 200 years old. If you measure the diameter of the trunk, and then obviously you can work out the age of the tree. So such a shame, we're going to lose all them probably. So that's the public access into the small Brindley Ford estate. Again, so this is how far down this field comes. So now literally, if you can see where that tree line is running parallel with the main road, so all the way down here, literally as far as you can see them trees, this will be for housing as well. So this is going to be the east entrance onto the site. So this is the other entrance for the major link road, which I don't know if you can just see through the trees there. So basically Outclough Road is just the other side of them trees there, and this is an old existing tunnel that was used many years ago when this was a railway line. So that was this was an underpass that comes out here. So this is going to have to be all dug away, and then I believe they're putting in some sort of what they call a Pegasus crossing that's compatible with pedestrians and horses. So when they dig all that out, you will be, because there'll be a road here, this is where the road's going to be coming in. If you listen, you can actually hear the traffic on the 527, which is just the other side of them trees. But also there is a plot of land here. This is also going, not all the way down to the roundabout because that's private land, but this plot here, to put, for example, a roundabout or some sort of road junction coming off the 527 will go there. Sun's getting low, but this is an important piece. So about 100 yards up there, that's where the access road is going to go in. So that's about 100 yards. The important bit is this horizontal tree border that's running across the fields this way. So this is where it stops. So the housing development aren't past these trees. So all this land going this way, so Chatterley Whitfield is down this line here. So all the land behind this tree foliage here, and that's Wedgwood Farm, they're not touching. And they're not touching it because this particular section is very unstable land. Yeah, past mining on here. Lots of drainage problems, lots of water course problems, mine shafts, all sorts. So this section going all the way down to Wedgwood Farm is safe, if that's the right word to use. There won't be any development on here. So I don't know if you can just see through this little gap. So all that should remain green fields and green space.